y'all. I want to speak on the submarine that I've been seeing everybody talking about, and I just want to give my commentary about it. Um, I feel like there was a reason to go um, in the area that they were destined to go. Um, I'm not gonna say this person at fault, that person, this person at fault, that person at fault. It's that um, I felt like they were down there for scientific reasons, regardless of what everyone else think about it. But that's just my input. Everybody input is different, but that's just mine. And to the families that lost loved ones, they have my condolences. Um, I feel like no one is at fault about what happened because they have been down there with different individuals multiple times and they were successful. So anything can happen when you're dealing with a robot, something that's controlled by a controller. For example, those little remote cars that kids get and they play with, once they press a certain button on there, it ain't guaranteed that that function gonna really control that toy control fully. So it's just like, you know, anything can happen. Everything have a theory to it. The only way that anything will be truthfully and knowledge being done through by scientific. So whatever they went down there for, which I haven't heard anything say, I haven't heard anybody say, including on the news, but I heard sketches of it. So they went down there to see the Titanic that had wrecked decades ago. Eventually, this is not the first time that it happened. Okay, so even though a tragedy came out of this, you know, I feel like the people, it was like a couple people came out and they said that they was on the submarine at one point in time, but there was problems. Why why they didn't bring that to the attention of the owner of the company instead of after the incident? That's what I don't understand. But because supposedly the man was a billionaire, everybody on that little on that little sub submarine supposedly had been billionaires or have family members that that's well off. Okay, because the way they described it, like any normal person can't just get on there and just I'm just gonna go down to the deep sea floor and just explore the Titanic. No. And then now they saying that the 18-year-old guy that was on there, that nobody know where nobody body is or nothing. So his mother is speaking out now, and everybody's saying that it was pretty much for insurance money. That they didn't, but once a person reaches a certain age, they just don't do whatever they want to do anyway. Whatever their heart say do, that's what they gonna do. So you can expect people, around about that age to make decisions that they might think might be good at the time, but in the end, they realized that it wasn't. I've been 18. I've been there. I made some decisions around about that age. Said, hey, I just need to do this, and that's what I did at that point. But to go back to this subject, not take away from it, I just feel like people shouldn't be so harsh with the situation because nobody knows the motive of that little capsule going down deep down under the sea level to find the Titanic wreck, in which they knew exactly who it was because they had been down there before, but they took different people this time. I think it was some older guys, and then it was a young guy. But as far as I know, the 18-year-old was the youngest guy on there. But I could be wrong because I'm just going by what I hear in the news and what's going on. So this, like I said, this is my commentary. Everything I'm saying is allegedly. I don't know, but I'm just watching the news and keeping up with it like everybody else. But I'm just saying how I feel about the situation. So I don't know who was controlling the little robot capsule, but that's what I heard. It was controlled by a controller. Even though it was controlled by a controller or remote control, whatever, the transmission still should have been better than what it was. Because if you can pinpoint that little capsule when it pretty much was losing communication, then I feel like people should have been on point then. But like I say, with remotes and robots, you don't never know what might happen with them because they're mechanics. They're not like people. They have images of people. They have they think like people because this is what man do. Man programmed them to think like people, to walk like people, to act like people, to actually hold their face expression, how to hold their hands, their feet, their body posture like we do. But, you know, like I say, this is just my theory. Okay? So, it's pretty much, you know, I said a mystery to me, but I don't want to say it's a mystery because at one point at a time they did show the video where it was floating down in the ocean. But once it got in the ocean, and it could have went down below sea level or whatever, because you can go so far down in the ocean at the bottom and all that, and us as humans, we might have those air things on, but if we go too far down to the bottom of the ocean, there's no air supply. There's no air supply. That's why a lot of animals that you see, they don't go below sea level because they won't live. They have to stay at a certain level. But other like scavengers that eats off the floor, like octopus and stuff like that, they can go down there and do all that because they got different parts where the water can come in and it can go out. Okay? So, and then they talk about they ain't been able to find the body. No bodies. They said the thing exploded, but they ain't found no bodies. No body parts or nothing. But, okay, they ain't found pieces of the capsule or nothing. They ain't found nothing. People or nothing. No body parts, no nothing. But, you know, to each his own, however they feel, you know, that they want to be explorers or scientists or stuff like that. But I just feel like it should have been built better to where it could have been controlled even below sea level. But see, I think that's where the problem lies at, because they didn't have no control over it once it went too far down in sea level. But I don't know. It's just a mystery to me. I don't know, but I've been watching it on the news, and they want in your little taco, make me a little mukbang, which is right here on the ice on, but that's what it looked like. But I ain't had no sour cream, but that's all right. But anyway, I just want to do a little commentary to pretty much express how I feel about it. But needless to say, my point don't matter, so I just thought about it. I'll just do a commentary and get my little 2 cents on it, and you know, stuff like that. But I just feel like, you know, with the mama, I know she probably feeling a little regret, because with the young guy being 18, I know she's probably saying that she probably, you know, could have told him not to go or whatever. But like I said, when people begin a career, and it's usually around that age, they usually think about what they want to do, because they graduated high school, they, you know, getting out in the world, they ain't really fully understanding, but they just want to enjoy themselves. And, you know, a lot of people be like, well, I want to be in a certain bracket. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. You know, but a lot of times people don't think like that. They just, okay, I want to do this. So I think I'm going to do this. This be fun or whatever. But, you know, that's fine. But I don't know if I could have risked my life like that on a robot, and it's being controlled by a remote control, and I'm going under the sea. Yeah. Well, like I said, condolences to the family, and hope the mother find peace. You know, because I know, you know, like I said, I know she probably fought herself, because she's speaking out now. So far, she's the only one speaking out on his behalf. And then I seen a little sketch where they said he had a brother. Now the brother was supposed to go too, but the brother changed his mind at the last minute, and he said he was going to the Blink 182 concert. So he went to the concert, and it was just a mess. I mean, it's like heartbreaking, because nobody wants to lose their child, no kind of way in there. You know, you want your child as well as yourself to live forever, you know, but eventually that don't happen sometimes. But, you know, I ain't gonna really go into details, but, you know, it's just like, when you have a lot of regrets, but you can't just beat yourself up. You got to keep going. You know, even though you got to deal with the situation, you got to handle the situation. You got to grieve however you have to grieve. But all at the same time, you know, this lady, she got to handle her business. She got to She got all, you know, probably saying to herself, why did I let him go? And stuff like that. And it's just a whole lot of awful. You know. But I don't know. Like, you know, once our children get a certain age, you know, they start making decisions about themselves. And there ain't nothing we can do about it as mothers. You know. And, you know, like I say, they just be wanting to venture out and, you know, do stuff. And I'm going to tell you something. I done hung out with some millionaires and billionaires. They do wild stuff. They like to explore. They like to, you know, just do things that they, you know, that they desire to do. Whether it's dangerous or whether it's not, that's what they do. But with me, I had common sense with me and my friend. I didn't do everything my friend do. And when I say that sister was brave, that sister was brave. And I guess she was just used to pretty much, you know, doing everything she wants, getting everything she wants. And she just felt, I wouldn't say privileged, but she just felt like if she wanted to do it, okay, I'm going to do this, you know. But certain situations that, you know, she would call me, Selena, we want to do such. Do you want to go? And I'm like, hey, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. And certain things I didn't agree with, and I didn't go. And she went by herself. But when people have money like that, they can do whatever they want to do. And nothing's going to stop them. You know, you can tell them, well, I don't think you need to be doing that. Don't do that. I ain't doing that. Oh, come on, it's fine. We gonna be okay. No, you're not gonna drag me up in the mess. You know, whatever you got to go do. Because a lot of that stuff that she was doing, her parents didn't know. Because the only thing her parents would do was just give her money when she asked for it. And they wouldn't ask her what you gonna do with it, where you going, who you gonna be with. They just give her money, just let her go. And I mean, it wasn't no little money; it was big money too. So you know, but I had my own money, you know. So she ain't gotta do nothing for me. You know, sometimes I'll, you know, let her buy me stuff or whatever. But it had to be something simple. It wasn't nothing high price, nothing like that. But they're very explorable people. They're nice people. Some of them are, some of them not. But they like that. They like that because people usually take advantage of them once they know that they are a billionaire, they're a millionaire, or a trillionaire, or whatever. People usually try to take advantage of them. But you know, and then they get to where they just be to when they get where, you know, they have to, okay, evaluate themselves. When people come around, they want to be friends with them. When people want to do stuff with them, or people want to intertwine with them in any kind of way, they, you know, sit back and analyze, okay, what's this motive? Why would this person want to hang around me? Do this person want what I have? Do this person just want this and that out of me? You know, they mind, they think like that because they have to. They have to. And, you know, some of them ways she had, you know, I adjusted to them. And I apply them to my life still to today. You know, and she's still well off. You know, she got her a good job. She doing good. She kind of surprised me a little bit because she was on the wild side. But, you know, um, that's just that's just life, you know. You can't just beat yourself up because things happen in life. I had to learn that myself. Things happen in life. You have to take it as a lesson and learn from it, or either you're gonna wallow in it and you're gonna let it take you down. I can't afford to do that. I have things to do. I have things. I have things to live for. I have people to enjoy. My life I have to enjoy. A lot of things I don't pay no attention to. I don't pay no attention to. If it ain't about making money, I ain't studying. Because if you ain't got money, you ain't got nothing. You can't pay your bills. You can't buy you no food. You can't get your necessities that you need. You know, but not to take away from the subject, but I just, you know, I hate that it happened that way because I'm curious as to what they were down there going on the Titanic for to find and to look for. And you know, the way they showed a picture of it on the news, it got mold and algae on it, and you know, barnacles stuck to it and everything else. So what's to see? Of course, you're gonna have skeletons and bones and stuff still on the Titanic, on the wrecked Titanic, because all them people went down on the ship. And them animals probably done ate the meat off the bone, so you know, you're gonna see stuff like that. But, you know, either way, it's a tragedy. Either way. So it's nothing to glorify for. It's not nothing to be laughing at, because that could have been anybody. That could have been it could have been just a normal person. Oh, I want to go on this and explore this, you know, if they got the funds. But the question is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't think so. Because they got Discovery channels that you can go and they show them same pictures on there, all up and through it, down, and what's around it, and what's on it, and everything. But, you know, people do what they want with their money. But I've learned to use mine wisely, as well as my mind. I use it wisely as well. But, you know, a lot of things happen, and it happened, and you can't do nothing about it. And once things start happening like that, you gotta just let it. You just gotta let it just cannonball. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But I feel like when man creates something, he should be able to control it. Because I'm gonna say this, I saw a video. I was on TikTok. I seen a video of a baby. This is an infant. One of the baby's fingers got burnt from a toy car that had wires in it, a remote car, and it literally burnt the baby's tip of his baby finger. Listen, you can't buy all this robotic stuff that people create, because a lot of times they make it and just put it out. And these stores, they put it on their shelves and they sell it. Do you know how many kid toys have recalls on them every year? And it be like the normal toys. It ain't like the toys we used to play with. They put all this electric wire and stuff up in there, and if you push a button and it goes by itself. They don't even hardly fix the one, create the one with the remote no more. You just press a button and the thing go by itself. That's why a lot of toys that my child wanted when she was small, I didn't get it for her, because I knew the repercussions of it, you know. But I don't know if things don't change a whole lot. But to get back to the subject, whoever built that thing, it could have been a billionaire that supposedly was on there that got exploded too. I don't know. But they should have had some kind of troubleshoot, even though it was that deep down in sea level like that. They should have had more control of it. Instead of just, oh, it had problems before we went down there and you didn't fix the problem and you knew about it and you didn't tell the man and the man got on the thing with the people. I wouldn't be surprised if whoever got unalive in that little submarine, I wouldn't be surprised if their families come after the billionaire family that own the thing. You knew the thing had problems and you didn't say nothing. You didn't stop it. That don't make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe my thing is different. I'm just a little country girl, so. But, and then another thing I'm saying, with stuff like with robots and stuff like that being built, people try to rush and get it done instead of taking their time and making sure everything is welded, everything is put in place, everything is stable. You just hurry up and make this stuff. Put people on it. Put people at sea level, deep sea level, and just let them float up under there. Because at that point, they ain't doing nothing but floating. Because to me, my thinking, I could be wrong, ain't no gravity down there. It ain't nothing to pull it up. It ain't nothing to pull it up. Problem? It ain't, once you get down there, it ain't nothing to pull it up. Why do you think when people go up in space, they don't do nothing but float? They don't do nothing but float. They can't just stand on there without that suit on. And when they got that suit on, they still got some kind of air in there to keep them elevated, to keep them from just floating away. You ain't never seen them people up there without that suit on. Because it ain't no way, once they go up, it ain't no way they can go down. They can float above. But they not going to just drop down or either be able to just take their weight and just sit their feet on that dirt or whatever. On that dirt or whatever. See, that stuff you got to think about at sea level is just like space. It's just like space. You ain't going to do nothing but float. So, like I said, I hope they get this sorted out, whatever it is, whatever happened. But, you know, things happen. You know. But I just want to talk about it because I have been, you know, seeing it, you know, I've been hearing like different people talk about it, and I've been listening to the news and stuff. And I don't know. It's a mystery. They don't know where the people at. They don't know what a little robotic capsule at. I call it capsule. That's all it is. Nobody don't know what nothing is. They done went down there where the Titanic was, the red Titanic ship was. Ain't nobody there. The ship ain't there. Ain't nobody there. Nothing. But it supposedly had exploded, but they ain't really seeing nothing. Then they claim they seen debris and pieces of it. Okay, why y'all ain't collected it? I mean, I shouldn't say that because, allegedly they seen debris and pieces of the capsule that it supposedly had exploded. But I will say my thinking, I think they're still down there, because even if it exploded, you should see a head, or arm, or leg, or something. It could have been, it just, after it lost connection with the remote and the transmitter, it could have just floated somewhere. I'm hoping it just floated somewhere. I don't want to say that they unalive. I want to say that the capsule just lost connection and floated somewhere, and they still out there somewhere. But they specifically looking at the Titanic wreck in that area because that's where they were going. What I've been hearing on the news, nobody ain't said that they made it. They didn't say that it happened immediately after they was submerged. But it's something, it's a piece missing there somewhere. It's a piece missing there somewhere. That's why I say, I've been listening at people and people giving their, output on it, and listening at the news, and they saying this and they saying that. But with the news, it's something, it's a piece missing that they ain't telling. But they ain't really saying much because this man is a billionaire. And people is known for suing news and stuff, news channels and stuff. So they just taking precaution and they ain't really saying nothing. They just report stuff as they get it, basically. But it's a piece they're missing. Because, okay, people got on the capsule. They was dropped in the water. They submerged in the water. They was floating at one point. And then all of a sudden, you lose connection. And then all of a sudden, you don't have no location or nothing of the little capsule. And it supposedly had made it to the area where they was destined to go. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm just going to keep watching, this and that news channel. I ain't really listening to people to give them their commentary because they don't know. They just want to, talk or whatever. But I'm more listening at the news because they're going to have video of what's going on. They're going to have the actual part of the actual of what's going on, the updates and all that. But like I said, I believe that capsule is floating somewhere. It might have drifted from the destination that they was going. Because like I said, anything that don't have gravity, it's going to float. That's all it's going to do, is going to float. And it can't land nowhere because it ain't got enough pull against gravity to pull down. So, like I said, this is just my commentary on what I think and I feel that happened. But I think I'm going to end this video off here. And as I get updates, I will come back and I will make more videos. But this video will be uploaded today on my YouTube channel, possibly on my Facebook and my Instagram. And if you are watching it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe So you will be notified every time I upload a video. And this is my first video this, yeah, my first video this year. So I'm back to making my videos, uploading my videos, and I will be consistent with it. Um, um, I feel like I had it, long enough, and I feel like I feel like I need to start putting content on it, and it will be, different content. It won't be, stuff like this all the time, all them sad moments and stuff like that. But I will be putting out new videos, and they will be on different topics. And if you watch this video, don't forget to leave me a comment, like, and subscribe.